Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sonic Wrestling. It is time for a review of WrestleMania 24 that took place on March 30th, 2008 in Orlando, Florida at the Citrus Bowl. Tens of 74,635. Pay-per-view buy rate of over 1 million. Commentary team for the evening is The Coach and Michael Cole for SmackDown, JR and Jerry Lawler for Raw, Taz and Joey Styles for ECW. I swear Joey Styles was off commentary at this point, but I guess not. We have John Legend singing America the Beautiful. And then we go into our first matchup, which is the Belfast Brawl between Finlay and JBL. A brawl this indeed is. These are two guys beating the ever-loving hell out of each other. Finlay just throws a bunch of weapons in. JBL just starts unloading on him with the weapons he brought in. Finlay backdrops JBL off the stairs. Finlay begins hitting JBL in the head with a bunch of weapons. When JBL's in control, Hornswoggle runs in and hits JBL with a kendo stick. Which allows Finlay to hit JBL with the shillelagh, does not put him away. JBL rolls the outside and just slaps Hornswoggle. Hornswoggle goes out. Knock the hell out. The way he sells it like he's dead. Like, it's crazy. Finlay goes for a suicide dive, but JBL stops with a trash can lid, just smoking off his head. JBL then throws a garbage can at Hornswoggle. Finlay throws JBL through a table, but he kicks out. JBL then hits Finlay in the knee with a kendo stick as he's holding the stairs, so the stairs hit Finlay in the throat. JBL then hits the clothesline from hell to win. I give it 6 out of 10. I just think it's a fun brawl. I just love a good brawl where two guys beat the hell out of each other, and that's exactly what these two do. I can't complain about it. Can't complain. Next match is the Money in the Bank ladder match. We have got the Intercontinental Champion, Chris Jericho, who returned just in December of last year, 2007. We got CM Punk from ECW, the Gold Standard, Shelton Benjamin. We got Carlito. We got the United States Champion MVP, who I believe is the longest reigning US champ in WWE history. I don't know if he still has that. I think it might have been replaced by Dean Ambrose. I don't remember off the top of my head. It's one of those two. We got Mr. Kennedy, last year's winner. And we got one half of WWE Tag Team Champions, John Morrison. When the bell rings, everyone leaves the ring but MVP. He stays in the ring. He hits CM Punk in the head with a ladder, but Punk actually didn't get busted open like fucking last year. Joe Morrison does a moonsault off the top to the outside while holding a ladder. I don't even know how he did that. We get a Tower of Doom spot off a ladder. Shelton tries to springboard onto a ladder, but it collapses and breaks. Not a fun little moment that was. CM Punk hits the go to sleep to Benjamin. Candy hits the Green Bay plunge to Punk on a ladder. Shelton gets pushed off a ladder through a bridging ladder on the outside and crashes through it. MVP then pushes a bunch of lads off a ladder. Jericho locked in a version of the Walls or Lion Tamer to Morrison on a ladder. Candy hits CM Punk with a mic check off a ladder. Carlito hits a backstabber to Jericho off a ladder. We end up reaching the pole where MVP is the only one standing, so he begins to climb up, but through the crowd, for some reason in his gear. It's one of those weird things at times where it shouldn't be in gear. Matt Hardy makes his return from injury. He had been viewing, he got injured by MVP. But he makes his return here and hits MVP with a twist of fate off a ladder. Punk sends a ladder into Mr. Candy's face, kind of replay from last year. That's how the match ended last year. Jericho gets a code breaker the Punk. He gets climbing up, but Punk traps Jericho's leg in the ladder. Punk then grabs the briefcase and wins. I give it 6 out of 10. It's not the greatest ladder match we've seen. I think we've seen better off ones in the previous Manias, but this is fun. It's just a spot fest, really. But yeah, Punk winning. Punk would go on to cash in Money in the Bank against Edge and win the world title and have a very nothing reign, unfortunately, the first year he had it. To the point that he wasn't even in the match where he lost it. He just got Punk kicked by Owen. He then got ran out of the match, and Jericho would walk out as world champ. So that's later in the year, though. But still, that tells you how they treat Punk. Matt Hardy, and MVP would feud at Backlash, where Matt Hardy would win the United States Championship. We get the Hall of Fame class of 2008, which is Eddie Graham, Golden Sole, Mae Young, who needs to be controlled by Eddie Graham's kid to make sure she doesn't start undressing. Not joking, that's an actual thing that happens. Peter Maivia, Rocky Johnson, the Briscoe brothers, and Ric Flair. By the way, I just want to just gonna go on a little rant here because I saw the clip and it bothers me still to this day. The Rock at the Hall of Fame annoys the shit out of me. This guy spent a good half of the Hall of Fame thing about Maivia and Rock Johnson just doing his own shit. He's just doing his own catchphrases. He's just shit talking people. He's just doing his own shit. It's just so hard for this guy to not make it all about him. Like, is that so hard for The Rock to do? It drives me insane. Anyways, we get into our next match, which is the battle for brand supremacy, as Raw's Umaga takes on SmackDown's Batista, or as William Regal calls it, Yamanga. William Regal is the GM of Raw at this point. Batista shoulder tackles Umaga out of the ring. Umaga hits a spinning heel kick, and then big boots Batista off the apron. Batista does land hard from that. Umaga wears him down, gets that little nerve hold. Umaga goes for a flying headbutt. Batista moves. Batista tries to get back to the match, but the back gives out, and we get a Samoan drop by Umaga and a kick out. Umaga goes face first into the ring post. Batista has a spine buster and a Batista bomb and wins. I give it 5 out of 10. Perfectly fine. Nothing to write home about. Very by the numbers of what you would expect from Batista and Umaga, to be honest. Batista, this is just a way to get Batista on the show. Because apparently we couldn't find plans for Batista for Mania 24. We then got the ECW Championship match as Kane takes on Chavo Guerrero. Kane won a Battle Royal, which I was going to add on to here as part of my thing. My plan is if I can watch the pre-show matches to put them in as part of the review. As not part of like the actual pay-per-view, but just add them there so you guys know what goes on in the pre-show. But the Battle Royal isn't up, so I can't. But Kane did win a Battle Royal to earn on the pre-show, the free fall, whatever they call it, heat, whatever the hell they call it, to become number 10 for the ECW champion for tonight. Chavo Guerrero comes out. Kane, the music hits. Kane rolls from under the ring, gets in the ring. Chavo notices him. Bell rings. Chavo runs. Kane hits him with a chokeslam. 1, 2, 3. Kane is the new ECW champion. 1 out of 10. Because what the fuck else can it be? It's a good chokeslam. That's the only reason it's not a 0. But it's a squash match. For the sake of a squash match, it's just for a moment. Kane as ECW champ is very bizarre. But he is. He's the ECW champion. I think he holds it till Night of Champions, and when he loses it to Mark Henry. Our next matchup is a career-threatening match as Ric Flair takes on Shawn Michaels. If Ric Flair loses, He has to retire. Back in December, Ric Flair did a promo saying he loved this business and he never retire. And then Mr. McMahon just came out and goes, yeah, I know you're going to retire when you lose again. One, I don't know how someone can add that can decide when someone else is retiring. Like, I don't know how Mr. McMahon can decide that that's when Flair retires, but okay. The other thing, why Vince did that, I have no idea. Like, I don't remember Vince's character as much in 2007, but was Vince, like, uber heel by the end of 2007? Because I don't recall Vince being a big major character at this point in WWE. But maybe I'm forgetting something. But yeah, I one part through when I thought about it, I was like, why did he do that? But I don't know. So Ric Flair would go on to have matches with people like MVP, Mr. Kennedy. I think he has one with Owen, Triple H. I do think he also has one against Vince. Great Khali, I think he has one against. All just keep surviving to keep his career. Ric Flair then eventually challenged Shawn Michaels to a match at WrestleMania. Shawn originally said no because he didn't want to be the guy to retire Rick. Rick told him if he can't face the best, he shouldn't have a career, or he didn't want his career to continue. Shawn said, okay, and then told the story that he was going to treat Ric Flair like Old Yeller and put that dog down. And Rick took a lot of offense to that, which leads us to here. I just did a great job describing the beautiful video package done by WWE. We get some technical wrestling to start. Michael slaps Flair, and Flair is bleeding from the mouth from that slap. So, put some effort in that one. They begin hitting a lot of chops. Flair does hit the knee drop, and he does throw Michaels off the top rope. Flair then goes up top. Shawn tries to throw him off, but Flair stops him and hits a top rope cross body, but Michaels kicks out. Shawn goes for a springboard moonsault while Flair is leaning against the announce table. But Flair moves as Shawn crashes through the table, ribs first. So that's what happens. Flair begins targeting Shawn's midsection, hits a belly to the back suplex. Flair hits a butterfly suplex, but Shawn kicks out. Flair ends up hitting a stalling suplex. Shawn hits a swinging neck breaker and a top rope moonsault to Flair on the outside. He hits the flying forearm, makes his comeback, hits top rope elbow drop. Shawn goes for Sweet Chin Music but hesitates, does not pull the trigger, and Flair turns that on him and locks in the figure 4 leg lock. Shawn reverses that. Flair hits a chop block and locks in the figure 4 again, but Shawn does get to the ropes. Flair starts doing his little celebrating and that. Turns around into Sweet Shit Music out of nowhere, but Flair does kick out. Flair low blows Shawn, but he kicks out. Shawn locks in his own figure 4 before he gets to the rope. Flair gets a roll up and grabs some tights, but Shawn kicks out. Shawn hits a second Sweet Chin Music, and he stutters again. He can't start tuning up the band, but Flair gets up, crying, demanding him to bring it on. Shawn says, I'm sorry. I love you. Third Sweet Chin Music. 1, 2, 3. Shawn Michaels wins. Ric Flair's career in WWE is over. As a match, though, 10 out of 10. It's not the greatest match, but yet somehow perfect. Because it's the emotion, it's Flair fighting with every last thing he has in him. Until that moment where literally Shawn knows he's got this one. That's why he hesitates, because he knows he's gonna hit this and put it away. But Flair pretty much begs Shawn to put him out of his misery. He puts Old Yeller out of his misery with that third Sweet Chin Music and gets the win. And Shawn is crying as he leaves. Flair is crying. He walks up the ramp, loud woos and thank you Rick chants. Rick would then have his farewell Um, the next night on Raw, and then yeah, he just kind of floated around until 2010 when he decided he had to go to TNA because he was broke, and then wrestled there. So, but time beautiful ending to a career of Ric Flair. We get random pyro, and I'm not saying random pyro as in like in celebration. We're literally just Jarrett's just talking, and just pyro just goes off, and the fireworks go off and shit. I was fucking confused on what was happening. I thought someone was coming out. Nope. Nope. It's just random pyro. Halftime pyro, I guess. Next match is a Lumberjill match. As Melina and the women's champion Beth Phoenix, accompanied by Santina Marella, takes on Maria and Ashley, who's filling in for Candice Michelle, who have Snoop Dogg in their corner. Ashley hits a Hurricane Rana to Beth. By the way, how this match was made, I have no fucking clue. They don't even explain that. We get a double hip toss to Beth. Bronco Buster by Maria to Melina. The heels get control, wear it on Ashley. Melina goes for a moonsault off the shoulders of Beth and almost lands on her fucking head, but she does get it out. The lights then randomly go out during the match. I'm not joking. The fucking thing just goes black. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know if it's ever explained. Like, is it ever explained on Wikipedia what the fuck happens? But yeah, lights go out. So I have to go through that from like a little spotlights on. Maria counters the Glam Slam into a Bulldog, but Melina breaks up the pin. Maria hits a top roll Bulldog, but Santino yanks Maria off the pin. Jerry Lawler can see no more. He walks on completely around the ring to punch Santino in his face. But Beth does get control though, and hits the Fisherman Suplex to Maria to win. As a match, 4 out of 10. It's perfectly fine. Perfectly nothing special. Snoop Dogg then lays out Santino with a clothesline afterwards. So that's fun. Our next matchup is a triple threat match for the WWE Championship, as WWE Champion Randy Orton defends against Triple H and the 2008 Royal Rumble winner, John Cena. Let's back up a bit. John Cena lost the WWE Championship due to an injury right after SummerSlam, I believe. Randy Orton would be handed the championship. He would then lose it to Triple H, win it back later the same night, because Triple H defended it 3 fucking times, I believe. John Cena would return to the 2008 Royal Rumble and get, and win the Royal Rumble, but he could not wait, could Cena, so he wanted the match at No Way Out. When Cena had the match, and Owen, won the match. Oh, no, he lost the match by slapping the ref in the face, meaning Cena won, but Orton kept the belt. That same show, Triple H won an Elimination Chamber to get the right to face Orton, and here we get the triple threat. Cena has a marching band at his entrance. I don't know why, but he does. Something college related. Apparently, it's not like it's college band or whatever. It's just they're from college, I guess. Owen hits Triple H with the WWE title as the bell begins. They begin fighting on the outside. Cena attempts to AA or FU Owen and Triple H, but Triple H gets out of it. When Cena turns around, he kicks him. I'm gonna say he low blows him because Cena holds on to his groin, like the groin. So I'm just gonna assume Triple H kicked him straight in the nuts. Owen hits a knee drop to Cena, but he kicks out. He does also want a Triple H, but he kicks out too. We get a Tower of Doom spot. Triple H has a massive clothesline to Cena. Owen hits both men with the middle rope DDT. Cena blocks an RKO attempt, and Owen lands right on a down Triple H. That was kind of cool. Cena hits a top rope leg drop. Owens and Cena face first into the post. Triple H gets control and targets Owens' leg. Cena locks the STFU on Owen, but Triple H stops it. He locks it in again on Owen, but Triple H stops it again. Triple H locks Cena on the crossface, but Cena gets to the ropes. Cena hits the 5-knuckle shuffle on Triple H. They both go, him and Triple H both go each other's finishers. Kicks, but they counter it. Triple H does, though, hit a spinebuster and a pedigree, but as he's going for the pin, Orton punk kicks Triple H and steals the pin on Cena to win and retain. I give it 5 out of 10. I expected more here. I expected way more than what I got, to be honest. I feel like these guys could have a better match. Especially a better triple threat, but they don't. It's very... I just find it fine. That's all it was to me. Orton also, by the way, would only hold the belt till Backlash, where he would lose it to Triple H. The next match is a no DQ match as Floyd Money Mayweather takes on the Big Show. Big Show returned at No Way Out, and he got cheered, so they turned him heel about immediately. Floyd Money Mayweather, who was a guest at ringside, hopped over the barricade to save Big Rey Mysterio, who Big Show was turning heel on. Floyd would then hit Big Show with a bunch of punches, causing him to bloody his nose. I don't know when this happened, because I have not watched the build to this. You can't fucking watch them on Netflix. Stupid to me. Anyways. Can't watch on Netflix, though, because they don't have the Raws. But nah. But at some point during here, I'm pretty sure Floyd turned heel. Because he is a heel during this. The way he acts, the way his body language, the way his guys act, he is a heel here. If he's the face, he's a terribly produced face. Like, they, in this match, do nothing to make me cheer him. But yeah, this match can be won by pinfall, submission, or knockout. Meaning knocking up to the count of 10. Floyd tries to avoid Show, and again, this is when I started to boo him, not because he was avoiding him, it's the fucking face this guy makes. He has a punchable face. Floyd gets some body shots to Show, and then he goes to the corner, and whoever the corner man is helping him, like, put a towel in that, gets fucking decimated by Show. He gets dragged back in and then chopped out, too. Floyd locks in a sleeper. Show gets back into it and just stomps on the arm of Floyd. He then chops him, hits him with a sidewalk slam, hits him with an elbow drop, just destroying Floyd. His crew then drag him out of the ring and just say they're leaving. They're like, nah, we're done. Again, not very face-like, to the point Show chases them, whoops 90% of their asses, drags him back into the ring. One of Floyd's crew helped hit Show with a chair. Show was someone by choke slamming that person. Floyd then low blows Show, hits Show in the head with a chair multiple times, then hits Show with brass knuckles to win by KO. I give it 5 out of 10. It's fine. It's not the worst celebrity appearance I've seen, but again, I don't know if this is how this match was supposed to be presented, because I don't find Floyd as a babyface here, but maybe that's just me, maybe other people do. I find him just fucking unlikable in this match, so I just want to see him get knocked the hell out. But maybe that is just me. We'll see. You guys can let me know down below. We then go into a main event for the World Heavyweight Championship as The Undertaker takes on the World Heavyweight Champion, Edge. I believe The Undertaker won. So I think I'm trying to remember correctly. I think Edge won the world title on Armageddon, 2007. I think Undertaker earned this opportunity by winning the Elimination Chamber to have earn the right to face Edge. Believe that's what happened. At the start of the match, Taker takes down Edge with a clothesline. We get a jumping clothesline by Undertaker, but Edge kicks out. Undertaker somehow takes himself out doing a move. Like, he does this jump move on the Edge in the corner, then falls out of the ring, and just fucking takes himself out, and Edge gets control from there. Edge baseball slides Undertaker into the barricade. He ends up hitting a neck break, and Undertaker gets the ropes, which I thought looked very cool. Undertaker pushes Edge off the top rope to the outside. Edge does a dive on Undertaker onto Edge on the outside. Undertaker does a dive onto Edge on the outside. Just want to make that clear. I said that right. Undertaker hits his apron leg drop. Undertaker goes for the last ride, but his back gives out, and Edge ends up getting control. Suplex Undertaker onto the barricade. He locks in a single leg Boston Crab, but Taker gets out of it. They begin trading blows, but Edge cuts off Undertaker's comeback with a drop kick. Undertaker goes for a chokeslam, but Edge counters it into an execution and a kick out. Undertaker does hit a chokeslam, which Edge kicks out of. Edge then counters Old School and hits a superplex. Edge counters the last ride attempt into a neck breaker. Undertaker does hit the last ride eventually, but Edge kicks out. Undertaker goes for a tombstone, but Edge counters it into an Edge-O-Matic, but Undertaker kicks out. Undertaker does hit Old School. He goes for a big boot on Edge, but Edge moves and he takes out the ref, so we get a ref bump. Edge then low blows Undertaker. Edge hits Undertaker with a camera, but the ref is down, so he can't get the pin. Undertaker does hit a tombstone power driver, and this is the epic shot. Charles Robinson running full speed down the entire ramp of WrestleMania 24 for the pin, but Edge kicks out. Hawkins and Ryder come out, but Undertaker quickly takes them out. Edge hits a spear, Undertaker kicks out. Edge hits a second spear, but as he goes for the pin, Undertaker locks in Hell's Gate out of nowhere. Edge taps, and Undertaker becomes the World Heavyweight Champion to close the show. I give it 9 out of 10. I actually really enjoyed the story of this match. The story of Edge being able to counter everything he's doing of Undertaker is very well done. Taker somehow still winning. Originally, apparently, the plan was Edge to win this match, but Edge straight refused to beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania, which, by the way, credit to him, because that's mad respect to be able to do that, because anyone else would have jumped at that chance, but Edge straight went, no. Yeah, 9 out of 10, a good showing by them. Undertaker would hold the title till May, when Vicky Guerrero would take the belt from him. I think she strips him of it because he's using the Hell's Gate. I don't remember the result of world title from there, I will admit. Show rating wise, I give it 7 out of 10. There's Flair, Shawn. There's this main event. Then everything else is just fine to me. There's nothing that stands out besides that. Those two matches, in my opinion. Every other match is fine, maybe to good. But to me, Shawn and Flair and then Taker Edge are the best matches on the show. I give it a 7 out of 10 just because those two matches are that good. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you thought of WrestleMania 24 down below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you everybody for watching. If you have any pay-per-views or any shows you'd like to see me doing from any company, let me know down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all for the next one.